Hey guys, there's some big changes since I shot the last little bit, and it's time I get caught up here and have a look at what's going on. That's what happens when when you miss shooting video for a day or two, and in construction here, there's so much happening, and maybe following, I'll talk a little bit about some of the many decisions that have to be made still, and things to come up. And I hope you enjoy watching. So here we are, coming out of the existing store back into the back room here. You can see the wall is up. It's not drywalled on this side. That's kind of to be decided whether I do that. Oh, you can't hide from the camera, Rich. That's a good one. I love that. Anyways, let's have a look here, and we'll show you what Rich and Daniel have been up to. I think Rich is on his own today.
Absolutely.
Rich has a lot to do, but it's coming along nicely. It's darker back in this area because we had to terminate the lighting to build the wall there. We had to terminate those lights there, and so fear not, there will be lights in here very soon. I think the electrician's coming today. His name is Jake, so maybe we'll get him on camera too. So it's coming along nicely. From my perspective, and just seeing how quickly the space is transforming, I'm super excited. I'm happy with the progress, and I think we're on schedule to realistically have this space open for February 1st, maybe a bit sooner, but all the new aquariums are coming. Today is Friday. They're coming this coming Wednesday, and there's a lot of them. So I think without adding them up, I think there's about 100 new tanks coming, and they'll have to sit back here. That'll take up, I don't know, a lot of room here, probably all the way down to here. And so that's what's coming up this Wednesday. But Rich is going to have this space all taped, mudded, and sanded. You can see he did a great job getting that wall right up to the roof there. That was, that's a fair size job to do. We did have to consider the HVAC unit, which comes through the roof right there, and whether we're going to have heat on. You get out of the way, would you? You're in the way.
Trying to.
And whether we'll have heat for the back room here and for this saltwater area, but we'll get that figured out. It would probably be a matter of just closing some of the dampers so that we can balance the air from this room to the back room. And then this room has its own HVAC unit, which is kind of unfortunate. It has two because in my lease anyways, as soon as I sign that lease, as soon as I move in, which obviously we did December 1st, those HVAC units are mine. If they break down, I fix them. If they need replacing, I have to replace them. So that's why it's unfortunate. There's two units. And of course, I have to have, I don't have to, but it's prudent of me to have service contracts for a company to go up on the roof and make sure that filters are changed, make sure everything's good. Let's head outside just for a minute because there's new stuff happening out here too. Beautiful sunny day today. But that's not what I'm showing you. The signboards have been removed so that we can get our signboards up here. the Bobby G's will fit in that smaller one, and Pro Aquarium will fit in that one at the same size that is in the sign, in the current sign right now. So that's cool. All the windows are, we've sent dimensions to some of the wholesalers and manufacturers of products to, in part, come up with some plans to cover those windows. The difficulty in that is this time of year, obviously it's getting colder, and the minimum temperature that they can apply those window coverings is 10 degrees. So the hope is that that we'll get the artwork and the sign guy, Speed Pro Imaging, super good guys, worked for me for now a few years. He's done a lot of work for me, but he'll have all the windows printed. And then if we get a day that's 10 degrees, they'll be out and putting them on. Otherwise, it has to wait till the spring, I suppose, which will be fine. But the whole package, I mean, to have it all done would be awesome, because visually, I think it looks better. And so, I mean, part of the decision making too is, when we laid out the floor plan and the racks, we actually have to know, obviously, where we want receptacles to be. They need to be at the right height and all that stuff. So that's been decided. I think we just did that last night. And sometimes when I say we, I mean Rich. Sometimes it's we. But anyways, yeah, so all the decisions based on where we're putting receptacles has been made. As you can see, receptacle, and receptacle. And then obviously there's several of them along the wall there. So that was one of the decisions that had to be made. Yeah, so Jake's coming to do the electrical, I'm pretty sure today. And then we're a little uncertain whether it's Monday or Tuesday, and this being Friday, the painter's coming in to paint this whole space and the back room. So that's why I say Rich has got a lot of work in taping and mudding and sanding and stuff to get this all finished up and ready. I haven't got a clue what kind of time that takes. It always depends on, I suppose, how good the taper, mutter, and all that goes, because if you do it properly, then you don't have to sand a whole lot. So that's what Rich is going to do. I'm confident with his abilities, and I mean that's why him and I are working together, and I've got him as my general contractor, great friend, and as I said before, hobbyist. Probably knows a lot more about the hobby than I do. Hey, Rich, do you know more about the hobby than I do?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He probably does. Then some of the things that have to be decided back in this area, I have to figure out what I'm going to have back here in terms of a wash sink or a cleaning station or whatever you call it, and then possibly some filters for the water coming into this side of the building. Possibly filter it first, and obviously, speaking about salt water, we need an RO unit that makes that produces water for us, and that'll all happen back in this little space here. So I'm pretty busy determining what I want, and then of course I'll talk to Rich about it, and we'll decide if my vision of what I want is actually doable or not. So I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of decisions. Every day every day. I think that's constantly what I'm doing is planning the next steps and making sure that are doing the best we can at maintaining a timeline. So, and Rich, I've already said, like, I didn't want to tell you when he was listening, but I said he's doing a good job. This guy right here, he's a superstar, aren't you, buddy?
Try to be.
Yeah, you are. All right, that's it for this little shoot, and we'll talk to you soon.